Thank you so much. We had our global conference here 18 months ago, last year in Abu Dhabi. And we had more than 1,500 delegates that came from across the globe. And I think all of us left that conference completely blown away by the spirit of service and the spirit of philanthropy and generosity that Abu Dhabi, the United Arab Emirates, actually showed to the rest of the world. And it, as a network, as the largest network that really focuses on directing capital towards impact, it made a lot of sense for us to actually be here where we can bring different communities from across Asia to this region who can contribute, but more importantly, also learn from what this region has developed in terms of its own ethos and behavior of giving and generosity and service to the rest of the world. So that's why our first hub outside Singapore is actually here in Abu Dhabi. And if you ask me what is our interest is being a bridge between West Asia and the rest of Asia. I think there is a lot of similarity between our cultures of what happens across the rest of Asia and how we have, the practices that we have in this part of the world. There are many similarities. So we feel that there is a lot of opportunity for collaboration, a lot of opportunity for knowledge sharing. We are creating our training academy that is going to be based here, that will bring best practices from across the globe to this region. We also see us as being a hub for what is happening in Africa and sharing that through this particular office with the rest of Asia. So a number of reasons why we are here and very, very excited about the potential and opportunity to work together. A fairly significant portion of it has already been materialized and delivered, both in terms of humanitarian assistance, in terms of climate projects in Indonesia that was pledged, by the government here. A large portion of that project is already underway around mangroves and looking at the support of mangrove forests along the coast of Indonesia, along knowledge exchange and sharing. So I think we are seeing, movement. We were in Abu Dhabi on the invitation of the Office of Development Affairs, and we have opened the West Asia hub as well as on the invitation of the government. So I think, there is definitely not just intention, but also follow through that we are seeing. So I think AVPN is probably the only network of its kind that connects philanthropic capital to opportunities for investment, for deployment of that capital. We are very committed to working with local players here in the UAE, whether it's Emirates Foundation, whether it's Ma'an, to actually showcase social enterprises, social entrepreneurs here in the UAE to investment both within the UAE but also from outside. So we think that the AVPN setting up here is an opportunity for Asian philanthropists to come and deploy their capital in the UAE. But it's also an opportunity for UAE philanthropists to also learn best practices from their counterparts across Asia. So we see this as a good cross-border exchange through our network. The social investment agenda really looks at not just charity. It looks really at how you can deploy capital from the capital markets towards investment that is not just financially viable, but is actually looking at creating impact through projects, whether they be healthcare, whether they be education projects, whether they be climate projects. So you're looking at a triple bottom line. You're looking at a financial return, you're looking at a social return, and you're also looking at a community-based return. So that's what we are talking about when we talk about the social investment agenda.